dry lake bed is perfectly crisp, flat, no rocks. As far as the eye can see, desert. When we all stop at the other end of the desert, everyone gets out of the truck and it is electric. Everyone was freaking out, high-fiving, hugging, like, what? What is this? What is this place?
Yeah, crew. Not bad, eh, Claude?
It's ridiculous.
This week, on episode 2 of Overlanding Baja, we leave our calm fishing oasis on the Sea of Cortez and cross the Baja Peninsula to reach the rugged Pacific coastline. It's here where the crew must pivot and adjust their plans to accomplish our most anticipated mission of the trip, to surf the unpredictable coastline of Baja Sur.
Surf, baby!
Epic. Let's cruise it.
Let's surf, baby.
Let's go.
Yes.
We're going to be on some new roads here in a few minutes, so this will be new for the whole team.
Says that we're about 20 minutes from a potential camp spot with a good surf break, so fingers crossed we have an easy time finding that, and the waves are looking good.
Just hyped to be on a truck trip with a bunch of boys and girls that don't know where they are looking for good surf. Literally couldn't be anything better.
Hola, amigo!
Kept our caravan moving down south, and then we rolled up into this little fishing village, really cool town, a lot more built out than we had originally thought it was going to be. Hopped on a little terrestrial boat kind of thing that these guys wanted to take us out to a ship and deliver supplies to, and it was pretty fun.
Riley, you find a new job?
Making micheladas on the duck boat. I mean, are there even going to be waves over on those campsites we were looking at? They're supposed to be.
Really?
Yeah. Tried to poke around and see if we could talk to some locals about finding surf. Not a lot of beta or intel to be found around there, but we had some thoughts, you know, coming into town of roads we could offshoot onto and maybe find some surf on. So we backtracked out of town, went down a dirt road to find camp, poked around a bunch of little spots. You know, we were finally at the Pacific Ocean where we thought there was going to be waves. Traversing these dirt roads up and down, like getting little glimpses of the coast, little glimpses. You come up to this big beach and it's a beach break, and all of a sudden you see offshore winds and everybody's like, oh my God, waves, waves, waves. There's tops of waves are blowing out the back, and then you roll up and it's 2 foot and unsurfable. The sun's starting to set and we're realizing I don't think we're gonna be able to surf tonight, but we should at least shack up, find camp. So we found a spot tucked away from the wind. Really awesome campsite in this little nest behind a mountain. Had an awesome camp that night and went to bed with hopes of waking up to surf in the morning.
There's probably some waves out at the point, not seeing any sign of a dirt road to get there though.
But this is, I think, the point that we saw where we thought it was kind of the end, where the boat came out, and we were like, oh, that's the point. There's not going to be waves, but actually the actual point's out there.
We couldn't see it.
I think this is going to be our best stretch of possible surf.
I think what we really need to like devote our search for is a reeling point break.
Yeah.
Because they are down here,
Yeah.
and we will score potentially some of the best waves.
This
Say
section,
down, that looks pointy.
I think too.
unlimited camping, the whole thing.
Yeah, this whole point we could camp on right here.
Let's go hunt for point breaks down here. Vamos.
Grab a little lunch before we hit the road to Ascension. This nice lady, kind enough to give us some cold tecates, super burritos. Yeah, beautiful day.
Straight way, Hotel Bufadora. There we need to ask for Cherry. Cherry is the local surfer girl. She's going to tell us where the waves are.
We are having a hard time locating waves. We just passed a local guy and he told us to come to this hotel here and ask Cherry, apparently is the local surfer girl, for some intel on where we can find waves. Vito down here speaks Spanish fluently, so thankfully he's been helping us communicate with people, and fingers crossed we can find a spot with waves because it doesn't look too good right now.
So we need to drive over here.
Okay.
This is all beach break, and then we have Punta Abreojos over here. This is not surfable. He said that the road that we're taking is not the best road, but with this cars it's completely doable.
Yeah. If it all looks average, trying to be able to camp over there.
Great.
Because it's blistering wind
This
the
is going to
next
be
2 days.
blasted.
Yeah. We won't even be able to tell if there's waves. It's going to be so windy.
Now, if you want to hit a jump, you got to bump back up. But if you don't, then it's all good.
Alright, we are hauling down this dirt road right now. We've been looking at the surf breaks and trying to find one that has waves on it. We spotted one in the distance and we're going towards it right now. Other trucks are in tow behind us and we're just waiting to see what the waves look like. Come on, baby! Are you kidding? Do you see that?
Oh! Offshores rolling onto the beach.
Oh, baby.
Good morning! The wind is still kicking. We've been sending texts out with our satellite phone to try and get a read on the wind.
So we have no service, and we're reaching out to friends back home for information on swell and wind. But the wind is definitely pumping here. We're just thankful that it's offshore. All right, cool. Hopefully we have some info.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude.
surf just got better and better, more consistent, and by some grace of the surf gods, it just started to build throughout the entire day. It was just so fun to be at a really consistent, fun offshore beach break. Maybe not what we expected coming to Baja with perfect point breaks, but you make the most of what you get, and everybody's eager to paddle out, and you get out there with all of your closest friends and have a really fun session. And the vibe of the crew that you're with way overshadows the quality of the waves. You know, you're just out there with the best people you know, and it makes for the best waves.
We understood that the truly uncontrollable components of this mission were the weather and waves. Their unpredictable nature built our anticipation for days and made finally getting a sliver of surf that much more rewarding. We really hit our stride as a group. Traveling with so many people and personalities brings out everyone's strengths and different contributions. Our tiny mobile village was made of glass half full mentalities, ingenuity, problem solving, stories, and constant laughter. Overlanding is rugged, and at times it can be difficult, but having a solid crew that you know you can depend on makes all the difference. For episode 3 of Overlanding Baja and the most epic campsites of the trip, meet us next week, same place, same time on the 4 Wheel Campers YouTube channel.